Thank you for joining another quick episode of Short Cute Cooking. This is Chef Joanne. Now today we're prepping. So it's like the most important thing for when a busy person who still wants to cook a good home cooked meal, and you don't have that much time. Prepping is what's important. Especially if it's easy recipes, a couple of ingredients. This is one of my favorites and one of the first basic, first things I literally, and I just enjoy making this because of the bell pepper and onions, and then I get the okay. So we're doing Italian chicken, boneless, skinless chicken thigh. Now y'all know y'all see the fat on here. Now for all my little healthier eating people, you can trim as much fat off as you want to if you want to. It don't bother me. So it doesn't matter how you got your vegetables cut, as long as you got them. And it doesn't matter which color bell pepper you use. I like using the red and the yellow one because they sweet. They sweet after you cook them. I know I don't usually have my nails done, but my daughter is practicing. She's getting better. And these are not the ones you could just pop off at the end of the weekend. So I have learned how to cook with these things. Let's see. Now, once we finish cutting up our vegetables, this is the simple ingredients I was telling you about. We got our main 4 seasonings. And we have this. That's why as Italian chicken, we're going to be using the Italian salad dressing. And you can tell by the big bottle how much has almost all, how much is almost gone, how much we like Italian dressing. You don't have to cut your bell peppers the same way I cut my bell peppers. Oh yeah, I tell you guys, I took my little trash bowl I used to have on the edge of the tables. Since I have so much stuff up here, because once I finish prepping dinner for tomorrow, I have to do homework. I don't have enough room on the table to keep the trash bucket. So I wound up buying one of those dollar store buckets and just putting lining it with the bags from the store. I just have it by the table and I just dump the trash right in there. It's more sanitary too, so. I thought I did a video doing the Italian chicken already. I didn't see it on there. I probably didn't, but this is just how I prep it for the day before. And you don't have to waste any of the bell pepper. I see a lot of people throwing this part away. I saw a guy actually restart a bell pepper plant with just the seeds, which I thought was fantastic. I'm not in the right climate to do any planting at the moment. My green onions I did, you guys, they're still going pretty good in the window. Just got to make sure we keep changing the water. And then we wind up using them all up, and I still have to wind up buying more, but we're getting better at it. But as long as you got them in the window with water on them, they're gonna grow. You're just doing a rough cut. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be even. So we got bell pepper, onion, chicken, seasoning. That's it. You can put this on top of butter noodles. I normally just cook it with rice. We ate rice yesterday, so we're gonna use the leftover rice tomorrow to eat this with. That way you're not wasting any food. Now it doesn't matter which way you cut your onion either. And stop giving you guys bad habits. What else? Like, I'm gonna do a second video just in case, because I didn't see it on the list. So I'm gonna do a second video on exactly how to cook these. Like, boneless, skinless, it only take about an hour in the oven. But I like to, you don't have to marinate them overnight if you don't want to. This could be done that morning. And just marinate until it's time for you to start cooking. And if it only takes about, depending on how many you put in a dish and how far apart they are, you ain't got them all close together so they don't cook evenly all together. Like if you got a nice size pan, you could just lay them out and spread them out. Let's see, about, like if you eat at 7, I would start cooking this at about 5:45 and then give it some time to rest. And then boom, because you never want to cut meat as soon as it's done cooking. You gotta let it rest, so you're gonna let all the juices come out, then it goes dry. And you don't have to go crazy with the seasonings. Now remember everybody, when you wash your meat, get you a strainer or get you a personal base and never put your meat in the sink. I don't know how much I gotta stress that. I said a lot of people still putting their food in the sink where they do everything else at. Don't do that, it's just nasty. Especially with chicken. Because chicken comes with its own germs and you add your germs from your sink to the chicken. Y'all just, it's like, just disgusting. Just don't do it. But make sure you wash your chicken. I don't know all that not washing your meat crap come from. Some people don't need to be on social media and giving out no advice. You ain't got to wash it because the germs is going to get cooked out. No, it's not. Unless you got a microscope at your house and one of those little kits to tell you if it has a germ or bacteria, anything on it, any microorganisms. Don't listen to anybody who tells you not to wash your freaking meat before you cook it. Because you got to realize this meat came from a factory. Somebody else's hands put this meat in this package, not a machine. And if it was a machine, how often do they clean that machine? Clean your meat. You're listening to people who want to take baths 2 days a week. Stop that. Now, normally, I would use my hands to stir this up with. But I got nails. And I would have to literally stand under the sink, under running hot water to get the stuff from underneath. That's why I tell you, that's why I don't get my nails done. Because of how it'll go right in those crevices that you can't reach. And sit there, and whatever you touch, it get transferred. But there we go. So you don't need a lot of Italian seasoning. You see how we just wanted enough to coat the chicken. And then you add the bell pepper and onion. You know, I wanted to see if I needed yellow onion in my homework today. I'm doing a 3-bean salad with chickpeas and black beans and cannellini beans. So we got red onion, bell pepper, tomato, aguacate, cumin, chicken powder. Okay, cool. So nope, I don't. And the same thing. Because you want the seasoning to be on the onions too. Just gonna need a little more. Now I gotta sneeze, stupid pepper. And just so you know, because I forget to tell you. When we start to cook this tomorrow, heads up, we do not save the marinade. The marinade goes in the garbage. It does not go into the dish with it. Because the chicken is going to make its own juice. So you don't have to worry about it being moist or anything. But you don't need, once this is done, you throw the marinade away. Now, I'd rather you not, like, don't put it down the sink. So, or Italian dressing is oil based. And it will clog your drains. And you don't want it in your toilet either. So get you a couple of store bags. I know everybody save them. That's our way of recycling. We're going to reuse these. Dump it in there, tie it off, put it in the garbage. But whatever you do, do not put it down your sink. I don't want nobody talking about something. I tried that stupid recipe and I pulled that stuff out. And you got my sink all clogged and I had to call the plumber. My landlord mad at me. You will not. Now normally I use a bowl with a lid on it. But I don't have a bowl big enough for all this chicken. Where's my hand towel? I keep forgetting my hand towel. It's like the third time I forgot to get my hand towel. Plastic wrap. That's the wrap. That's parchment paper. So there we have it, you guys. Prepping your food. Like, this is not the only thing I prep. Like, I'll come up with something we're going to eat for the next 3 days. And if I go to the store, we're going to get everything we need to make that for the next 3 days. So that's a part of prepping also. And there's nothing wrong with making you a menu. With everything that's going on, people don't want to be outside as much as they used to because of people not wearing masks, whether you are inoculated or not. You want to stay safe as possible. And you want not to go outside as much as possible. Start making you guys a menu for the week or a menu for the next few days. Write out everything you're going to need. Check your kitchen. Make sure everything you need is on that list. So if you don't need this, you don't need that, you scratch it off your list. So your list gets shorter and shorter as you go through your kitchen, seeing what you got and what you don't got. What I do is I go see what side dishes I have and what meats I have and what goes with what. And then if I need a vegetable and I don't have that vegetable, that goes on the list. But if I have a side dish but I don't have meat to match, I buy that meat. So that's one meal. But this also saves you time and money. Because we're trying not to waste food. We're trying not to go outside as much. Waste money, waste food. Prepping is always the best thing. Because now you know how much of what you need. You don't overbuy it. You buy exactly the amount you need and you're good. That way you don't have to worry about storage or how long you're going to be able to keep this in the refrigerator. But this is the prep for the Italian chicken. Until tomorrow, my next video, I'll post me showing you guys how to cook the actual chicken and how long to cook it for and things like that. I know I need to make my videos of me showing you how it looks once I put it on the plate and everything. By the time I get off work, I'll be so hungry. That part of the video gets thrown straight out of the window. Because once it hit the plate, it's on my fork. I'm sorry. But I'll try to start doing it for you guys. But thank you for tuning in to the Chef's Corner Tips of the Week. Prepping. Start doing it. It helps a lot. Till next time, keep it short, keep it cute, and keep cooking.